Hi there, it's another art day. So every year at Floodbrook, we honor Dr. Martin Luther King in January by looking at the art of African American artists, and there are many wonderful artists. This year, first grade, is going to study the art of Clementine Hunter. And she was like Grandma Moses. She didn't start painting till she was older and finished with most of her hard work, and she taught herself to paint, and she did wonderful pictures, and she painted on anything she could find, and later on people did come to value her work. And when it was shown in a museum, do you know what happened? This was a long time ago, but she wasn't allowed to go into the front door of the museum during museum hours because her skin was brown. She had to go to the back door to go into the back of the museum after hours to see her own work. Who would have thought it? Today, we know better and we honor her work. And today, I'm going to show you how to make some flowers in a pot just like Clementine used to make. So stay tuned and I'll show you how. So like Grandma Moses, Clementine Hunter painted pictures of her childhood. And one of the pieces she's famous for is a collection of zinnias, that's flowers, in a pot. So that's what we're going to make today. For this project, we're going to need our sketchbooks, a black oil pastel, your paints, a paper towel is a good idea, your paintbrush, and I'm going to suggest 2 cups of water. I find that sometimes my paint gets dirty and then I get a mixed up color on my paper. So if you have 2 cups of water, you have a clean cup to work with when the old one gets dirty. So let's get started. I'm going to start by making that round pot that Clementine did, by making 2, it's kind of like a C and a backward C. I'm going to put the bottom of my pot, and then before I put the top on, I'm going to trace some circles or just draw them. This is a good size circle. It's your glue stick, so you can trace around your glue stick, which is kind of hard to do. It might even be easier just to draw some circles of your own. You decide. I'm going to make some big and some little. I am going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say make 4 or 5, okay? So now I think I might decide my pot is going to sit on the table. So I'm going to do the hop over trick to do my table. Now I'm going to make some of the petals around my flowers, and I am going to make it big and bold so that I have lots of room to paint. When I get around my flower and I get to here, I'm not going to draw through that flower. I'm going to just do the hop over trick, and that will look like one is in front and one is behind. Isn't that nice the way that works out? And I might make these petals different. You make them however you think they would look great. Now I think I'll do the top of my pot, maybe a stem. How about some leaves? I'm going to put some leaves here and maybe one here. Okay, I think I'm ready. Very nice. Now, I'm going to try a fun trick. If I can find a white crepe, I want to put some pattern on my tablecloth. So I'm going to take the white crepe and I'm just going to press down and put a design. I think I'll choose stripes, but you can do whatever you want. Press down hard, and you probably think it's not working, but you watch and it will. So when I go to use my paints, I'm going to get all my colors wet first. I should have started with the light color, the yellow. I'm going to need white today. I'm going to need green. I'm going to need blue. And if you notice that your paints are kind of mixed up, you can just simply get a paper towel wet and wipe it clean. And that's a good thing to do at the end of every art class when you're done with your paints, is to clean them up so they're ready for next time. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the light color, the yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want it to be nice and bright. I'm going to do some yellow centers, and maybe this will be yellow here, going around my inside. Maybe I'm ready for a little orange, but there's no orange in this set. What do? add a little yellow to a little bit of red, and you're going to have orange. How about orange for this center? And maybe some orange over here. And if you want it to be an even brighter orange, you can take a little bit of red and add it right on top. Oh, look at how it blends. Isn't that nice? I'm going to make a bright red center here. You get the idea. Add your paints, do a nice job, and stay tuned. I'm going to do this and fast forward. So we've painted our pot and our flowers, and now it's time for the background. And you can make it whatever color you want. I think I'm going to do some blue, and I could paint it all blue, going carefully in between, but you know what? I think I'm going to give it some lively blue dots. It's kind of fun and a lot easier to paint. For the final touch, I'm going to do my tablecloth down here. And remember, I put a white line through it. Let's see if we can make that white line come out. I'm going to take some orangey yellow paint and go over my, oh, there it is. The white line is showing. And that color looks very nice with the rest of my colors. So have fun. Take your time to do a nice job. Don't forget to listen to the story about Clementine Hunter. And when you're all done, go to Add Response and send me a picture of your work. I can't wait to see it.